Hi, this is Carmela from DesignedLovingly. Thank you so much for your purchase of these beautiful lemon-themed binder covers and spines. I hope that you absolutely love them and they just bring you such joy when you use them. So I just wanted to go over a few tips in case you've never used Templett before of how you can change things and customize them to suit your needs. So when you purchase the file, you're going to get two files. One of them is going to be binder spines, and one of them is going to be binder covers. I could not make them all one file because Templett has a limit of like 36 pages, and this is over 36 with both. So I'm going to open up the covers first. And this page, just ignore it. This is just letting you know that it's the covers. And then the second page here, I have made clickable fonts that you can copy and paste. I thought I liked this combination here. I also like this combination if you like something a little bit of a cleaner look. This is like if you like a very cursive-y look, like kind of the hand-lettered look. And this is just kind of a basic capital, just kind of farmhouse look. So I thought these combinations look nice, but you're free to choose any that you want. And then I also did go ahead and add text onto the actual binder covers. So here's how you're going to do it. If you like this combination, like let's pretend we like this one. Okay, I'm going to click on both of these, and then I'm going to, and the way I did that was I clicked this one and then I held shift on my keyboard and I clicked this one. Okay. Then you're going to copy. So I just did right click copy. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to select these and delete them. And then I'm going to go right click paste. And there we are. So obviously the size here does not match. So I'm going to go ahead and click this one. And this is how I choose the font size. And I'm going to choose, let's try 96. I think that looks good. And move this out of the way. So I want it about here, and I want this one bigger too. So I'm going to click here, and let's go with 72. I kind of like that. Okay. So there you go. So then you would just go ahead if you want to use the same thing. If you want to duplicate this and use the same cover on several binders, you would go here where it says duplicate page. And then you could type in whatever you want. So you could do like this. And there you have it. For this, I might need to make it a little smaller. And again, I'm going to choose a different font. That's too small. So I can customize my own font. 72 is too small. 96 is too big. I think I'm going to try 85. I like that. And then I'm going to make this smaller. I'm going to make this probably 65. Oh no, maybe let's go 60. Okay, so there we go. And then move it in a little bit and maybe not curve it. So I'm going to go straight. You can see it moving like that. And there we have it. Okay, so you can keep duplicating. So if you wanted another one, you would click here and duplicate the page, and you can make your next one. Okay, if you want to delete a page, oh, I forgot to mention this. I suggest if it's possible to click Save As and then change the name. So like I would always keep the same title, and then I would write mine at the end, so that I know this is my version and I'm not messing up the actual original version. So you can do that. I'm not going to do it because I don't really need to. But yeah, so then if you want to delete one, like I know I don't want to use this one, I can just delete it. And so you could just keep the ones that you actually want. So there's a whole bunch. I don't know why it keeps doing this for me. There's a whole bunch of black and white ones. If you know you don't want the black and white ones, you can just delete them. You don't have to keep stuff that you know you're not going to use in your own personal file. It'll make it easier when you're ready to print. So there, okay. So for example, if I don't want this, I'm just going to delete it. If I don't want this one, I'm going to delete all of these. And then I'm going to be able to use the ones that I like. So let's say, for example, I wanted use this font and this lettering style and this color. So I would go ahead and click, and same thing. And you can clearly see that's too big. So I would go ahead and change the font. There we go. And then the way you move it around is you have to wait until you see the border of it like that. Then when you see the hand, you can move it around. So that looks centered to me, and I want to move this a little bit closer. Maybe a little right there. All right, so that's how you do that. If you want to change the color, you can click, see how this is actually a turquoise, and there's a turquoise square here. That's how you're going to change the color. So you could choose a blue, you could choose black, whatever you like better. And let's say you don't like the gray, same thing, you're going to click inside the box, and then you're going to click a different color that you want. And then if you want to change the font itself, like let's say you don't like this, you can go ahead and click this little tab and you'll have a whole bunch of choices. I think there's like over 200, they said, of fonts that you can use any one of these that you like. So if you want something very clean lines and very professional looking, you could do something like this. If you want something that looks very farmhouse, you could use this. If you want something that looks like it was written by hand, you could use. So there's all kinds of different options that you can use that Templett gives you. So you would just kind of play around with these and see which ones you like better. Some of these I've uploaded. This is another nice one for farmhouse style. This is another one for very clean lines, very simple. So you just go ahead and see what you like best, and you can just do that. Also, same thing, if you want to change the color, you would just click here and change the color. I did want to say one thing about colors. If you want pure black, you're going to use a hex code of 000000. That's 6 zeros. That gives you pure black. If you want pure white, for some reason, some of them have like black, I guess, boxes, you would do FFFFFF. That will give you pure white. Otherwise, they have a bunch of colors here, or you can use this. So if you wanted a yellow, you could click somewhere along here and find a yellow that you like, whatever. Let's pretend you already saved all the ones that you want, okay? You already saved all the ones that you want, and you're ready to print. So you're going to go to download, and I would suggest for this kind of a document that you save it as a PDF. To me, that's just easier for printing. So you would click PDF, and I have never used show bleed. I have never used show trim marks, and I have never just sent it by email. I just download. So you would need to show bleed or show trim marks if you're going to have a professional printer print it, like you're going to send it to Staples or something like that. They probably would need bleed and trim marks or some other kind of professional printer. But I'm just going to print it at home, so I'm going to click download. And you can see this little bar here. It's creating the PDF. It's a lot of pages, so it's going to take a second. So then it's going to ask me, where do I want? And I'm going to go ahead and choose the folder here, and I'm just going to click save. And then you can just print like a regular PDF. So I hope that helps you with your lemon binders. Now I'm going to go back and do the spines to show you how you can customize those. So this is the binder spines. And same thing, just ignore the cover. I have the same page here in case you like those combinations. Although for spines, I recommend only using one font. So you just have to choose one. I think that's it for that. So I also have separated into 1-inch spines, and here's all the 1-inch spines. Then this is the cover page to show you the 1.5-inch spines. and following it is all the 1.5-inch spines. And lastly, I have the 2-inch spines, okay? And it goes to the end like that. So you would choose what size of spines do you need. If you want the 1-inch, I've already got the text here, but if you don't like this font, you can just select it and then choose a different one. So if you like something very simple like this, or if you like something that looks like it was hand lettered kind of more, or if you like the one up here that gives you more of like a classic look, you can do that. This is also like looking like hand lettered. I also made them all capital. You can change that when you type on it. You can just go ahead like that. So you could do it lowercase if you want. You could do them all lowercase. So that's how you would quickly change all the fonts to get them how you want them. You could also change the color. So if you wanted to make them gray or if you wanted to make them teal, you could do that. You would just select all the fonts, click the white box up here, and then choose the color that you want. Okay, so that's how you would change the color, same thing. I also recommend you do save as and save it with a new name so that you don't mess up the original file and you can go back and adjust anything you need to. So I have everything ready for you. You would just change the color, change the font, and if you don't want it all capital, just retype it into whatever, to be lowercase. So that's basically the same thing. And everything is set up for you, and I think that's all I need to tell you about the binder spines. So yeah. So I've given you different kind of font options. There was kind of a cleaner look. This is more of a cutesy primary look. There's all different kinds of. You can just choose what you want. All right. So I think that takes care of it. I hope this has helped you.